Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. And if you are new, thank you for being here. My name is Elizabeth. I am a quantum communicator, healer, and clearer, helping those on their spiritual awakening journeys. And this is a hot topic for those of you who are twin flames. And this is a video that I actually planned on doing a while back. And of course, as fate would have it, I did not do the video because I still had more to learn in this area. So let's talk about what true detachment and surrendering is like, because some people may think that they're actually detached and surrendered, and I do mean think, but they haven't really integrated. They're really not coming from that space. So let's talk about what it's like to be truly detached and surrendered. Well, you'll know that you are truly detached and surrendered with these signs. The first one is a very obvious one, but it doesn't mean that it's the end all be all. Not checking somebody's social media, not ghosting them, not checking for responses from texts or emails and looking for that communication or needing that communication. This is one that is important, because if you are in this chaser mode or in this push energy, it definitely does not mean that you're detached and surrendered. If you really do need to have that person validate you, you need to have that person communicate to make you feel a certain way, to give something to you that you think that you don't have, you're definitely coming from a state of incompletion. And that definitely is not being detached. It's definitely not being surrendered. The expectations there, it's always an issue there. When we are expecting someone to do something or say something or be something, we need to script that, we need it to be that way, then that is definitely a shadow need. And it definitely speaks of being incomplete, not whole, and definitely not unified. So that's definitely, something to think about. But it is a really good thing if you're not checking their social media, if you're not doing that, that's a great first step. Because then it will give you the opportunity to actually focus more on you. And that is crucial. You have to remember that your twin flame is really not another person. They are an individual expression, but they're really you. They're the same energy. They're the same blueprint, just in another physical body. So every time you're going to focus on them, even things like thinking about them all day, even if you're not checking their social media or their texts or their emails, you're not doing any of that, you're not, no phone calls, no communication. If you are focusing on them all day, thinking about them all day, and fantasizing and scripting all day, then you certainly are not detached and surrendered, even if you're not in communication. So important there. When you're not doing those things, you have the time to focus on your own needs. You have the time to focus on your own separation wounds, and the separation wounds that you would share, that shared field with your twin. And that, again, is really crucial to do that, because when you're doing the inner work and then you're not coming from this space of shadow need and codependence and resentment and anger and unforgiveness and all those things, and basically hoping that they get what they deserve in a negative way, or hope they suffer because they didn't give me what I wanted. If you're coming from that space, then you're definitely not fully detached and surrendered on the journey. So it's going to be important for you to go into those wounds and really make headway with that. Completely letting go of everything that you've learned about the journey, letting go of the constructs, letting go of watching the videos. This is another shadow need of watching all the tarot card readings about twin flames and the forecast of when are they coming back, when is union going to happen, as though it's a destination. When you're constantly in that mode, you're definitely not detached, you're not in true detachment and surrendering, when you're able to let go of all those things and even let go of everything that you've learned. You know what Yoda said in Star Wars, right? You must unlearn what you have learned. When you do that and you're able to then just stay very present yet very open, you're in this great place. Then you are in this true detachment and the surrendering. And that is wonderful, because when you let go of everything and you can really focus on what makes you feel good, you can focus on your goals, focus on your dreams, really focus on what makes you whole, what makes you complete, right? That is important. Remember, we actually, in truth, we really are already whole and we already are complete, but it's being able to get underneath the wounds, right? The thoughts, beliefs, the stories, the programs, the emotions that we carry that still need healing. But letting go, really letting go, is going to be key there. You can't let go of your twin in the way where you can't cut the cord in that sense, but letting go mentally of everything and just staying very grounded in you, very centered and very focused on you, and really giving to yourself. Really important. I wanted to mention, this just came to me about the communicating people, just to go back to that for a moment. People ask, is it okay if I reach out? Does that mean I'm not really detached or surrendered? And this is the answer to this one. Yes, if you are doing it from a certain space. So if you are communicating from intuition, you're guided to do that, and you can communicate without being in that expectation mode or in that need. If you can just stay very present with your twin when you communicate, and just really allow it to be whatever it is, and you truly can do that, then that's perfectly fine, because sometimes we are really guided to reach out. But again, it's coming from intuition, and it's not coming from this mental space of, I need to have the communication and I need to have a relationship. Many people want to create a relationship out of the twin flame, a romantic relationship. And that's not to say that that won't happen for people. But if you are in need of a relationship, if you're in need of something to happen, then you are not in true detachment. You are not in true surrendering. Remember, it's about your own wholeness and completion. Let's talk about when you're doing all of those things, when you're working on yourself, you're not worrying about communicating, you're not looking for your twin to be a relationship, you're not looking for your twin to give you the happiness, the joy, the peace, the everything. When you're not doing those things and you're really transmuting those separation wounds, and you're focusing on you, and you're staying very present, out of your mind, out of the thinking mind, I should say, and you're just staying very focused on every day and what you're doing and what means a lot to you, and giving to yourself and nurturing yourself. When you're doing that, it's benefiting you, and it's helping you to really integrate that you are already the divine masculine and divine feminine. You are that polarity already within you. You are the universal divine masculine, divine feminine. You come into this place of completion and wholeness, and you realize finally, and you've integrated, that you lack nothing. You lack nothing. You are already whole. You all are, you're everything. You're in that unified field, in that higher state. And that enables you to be very neutral about everything. So you'll know that you're truly detached and surrendered when you are absolutely okay with the fact that your twin flame may not come back, the fact that they may not be a relationship. It may not be a family relationship, house and picket fence type situation. You're okay with that. You already feel wonderful inside of you. You already feel that you're everything and that you're whole and complete. You're vibrating high. But it's also wonderful if they do come back. You also welcome that, and you're open to that. You're receptive of that. There isn't that unforgiveness or that resentment or blame or rejection and abandonment there anymore, because it's been transmuted. So you're neutral. You're in that neutral base. You're okay if they come back. That's wonderful. You embrace that. But if they don't, you are embracing yourself, and you realize that the best is going to be attracted to you. You're going to be aligned with the best partner, the best opportunities and friendships in your life, best connections. And so there's nothing to worry about. And you'll realize that at that point, there's nothing to worry about. I am secure, I am safe, I am protected, I am guided. So I hope that this video clarified some of this for you. And if you are struggling still with detachment and surrendering, I am here for you, theparanormalpriestess.com. I will leave my description in the description below. I'll have this website for you there, and you can book a session with me, and we can do a reading that's going to uncover whatever it is that's blocking you from being in this unified state. And it's important that we get that type of information. And then once we get that information, then I also offer light language healing sessions that are very unique and powerful to help you create those profound shifts that you need to come into that alignment, into that wholeness and that completion, where you can really align with the highest future timelines. So I'm here for you, theparanormalpriestess.com. And remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings, and take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.